We're about to turn it up tonight, people. You better get ready, cause it's the Music Shop with Miss Music on 91.3 The Plug and HHQ TV2, where we have Sweet Rain in the building tonight. Yeah, that's right. It's the Music Shop at 91.3 The Plug. Hit the like button, because you never know when I'm coming on. Subscribe. Don't forget to download the free app on Amazon Fire TV.
I be stacking up chips like Lego. Badass bitch, bad matching my stilettos. In it full of paper, same color as the gecko. I'm laying on the boat across the water where the deck low. Rolling up some petrol. I ain't got no service. Still I got my metro. Don't be no disturbance. Drowning me, I let go. I'm floating to the surface. These niggas set you up slow and take you down on purpose. Facts.
That's right. DNM Music Video Showcase. Check it out Monday through Friday. Always on HHQ TV2. Download the free app now. 91.3 The Plug. If you want to get on the website, hit me up because I got a deal for you. You are tuned into the Music Shop with Miss Music on 91.3 The Plug and HHQ TV2. That's right. Hi haters. Let's get it. What's up, everybody? If you are shopping for new music or new artists, then check out the Music Shop for it. It is always a music affair with Miss Music. But tonight, I have somebody really interesting. I have a beautiful queen that's coming on here. Her name is Sweet Rain. Sweet Rain, hello. Welcome to the Music Shop.
Hi, how are you?
Sure. I'm fine. I was like, please don't tell me I have her muted. Because sometimes, girly, I be like sitting here trying to talk and I got my own damn self muted. Hey, I'll be funny. Gotta have some comedy to the show. And when it's live, and I'm the only, I'm doing everything here. I'm playing multitasking. Hey, we make mistakes, but I love the fact that I have Sweet Rain on tonight. Gorgeous. Let me tell you, I have Guy Legacy. Shouts out to him. For bringing you to the Music Shop tonight. He's like, yo, Miss Music, I got this girl. She does poetry. She's dope. She got a book coming out. She's doing all these things. Plus, she's beautiful. And I was like, damn, you know what I mean? Like, girl, you pretty blessed over there. And I'm like, but this woman is this blessed? Like, I got to bring her on my show because people don't understand that, yes, we're all born blessed. But when you are blessed, sometimes it's not because you're just blessed. It's because you put the work in to be blessed. And it shows, and people don't understand that. And I love the fact that you've been able to come here tonight. And I get to introduce that type of knowledge and that info that people need, because people think that they can't look like you. They can't look like me. And what we wear on the inside is what we wear on the outside. So if we're sitting here and we're all gloomy, you know what I mean? Then we're going to be gloomy. If we're happy, we're going to be happy. But then again, poetry, poetry is something that's been around for ages. I mean, I've got my Darwin in there. I've got my my Poe. I've got my Shakespeare. Yeah, I got a 18 something in there, Right. So I love poetry, and I think a lot of people love poetry, but I don't really know what the younger generations are doing, but I'm what, Gen X, so I'm I grew up on poetry. That's what I did before I even started doing songs and music myself. And it took somebody else to be like, hey, Miss Music, would you go and why don't you go and put it towards music, the poetry? And I'm like thinking to myself, well, how the hell do I put like this type of poetry? Because back then the poetry I did was kind of Shakespeareish.
Okay.
It was very abstract. Yeah, so I was like, I don't know. And I really never learned how to do that. But I did learn how to write songs. But I've never been able to really separate the true and left and the two unless it was like what we're doing now with the um uh the beats, slow beats, and then and doing it like that. I forget what it's called. Oh my god, there was a certain name for it and I had it on the tip of my tongue. But I still can't get it.
It'll come
But
back. It'll come back.
yeah, but I could see that when you have, a slower type melody and you're rapping like not rapping, but you're saying a poetry song. This book that you've come up with. Now, is it like your YouTube, your shorts and all that, or you're taking all the knowledge and you're putting it into this book and you put it
Absolutely.
out there? Is it motivational?
Not this particular one. This particular
Mm-hmm.
book is called is Sweet Rain Poetry Love Symphony, and
Mm-hmm.
it's basically a collection of my poetry from my heart. I'm gonna have different
Mm,
series, but this one is straight, love and
yeah.
just relationships and
Mm-hmm.
fantasizing. Just a
Mm-hmm.
beautiful book of poetry. And then I'm gonna have a different series. I'll have a book. I haven't named it yet, but I'll have a third book coming out, second and third book, and one will be a motivational one, an inspirational
Mm,
one, a self help one. So I'm gonna have
mm.
different ones, but this first one, this is my first baby, so
Mm-hmm.
I just had it had to be light. It had to be love, light, just like me. I mean, but all of my books are going to be, of course, of love and light. But
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be awesome. I'm just so excited.
You got like some Romeo Juliet stuff in there because I was
Yes,
listening.
yes.
So some of the shorts that are on your YouTube site, go ahead and give them the links to your YouTube. Can't talk to your YouTube site, so they
Okay,
can go check out some of your material and your
okay.
content. I do have some videos for y'all to catch on the show tonight, so make sure y'all stick around because we definitely be playing a little bit of what she's got of the content that's on her YouTube. So yeah, so if y'all like that, you can go over there and you can check it out and I'll
Yeah,
show her some love, give her some
yes.
likes,
So my
all that
YouTube
fun
is Sweet
stuff.
Rain, REIGN Insights, Sweet Rain Insights on YouTube. But you can
All
find me
right.
on all social media platforms, including TikTok. Like, you would definitely love Spotify because Spotify, I added the music. That's what I like about Spotify.
Oh,
We add the
yeah.
music to the poetry. So it's fire. It's so fire.
I love that. It's called, oh, I remember now, Floetry.
I knew you would get it. See?
Girl, after that surgery, boy, my head is kind of like,
Yes. I knew it was
oh, I'm
coming.
trying to get the brains back. It don't fry my damn brain cells over here. But
Yes.
thank God I don't do drugs, cause girl, oh my God, I don't know how people can deal with that hurt. But yeah, um, Floetry. I think that is like I love it. I really do. So y'all, Spotify, you gotta get over there, cause that's gotta be like some really good stuff. Now, I love the fact that you have a love symphony, your book, and how deep it's gonna be, kind of Romeo and Juliet type thing. I love that. I think that's like really awesome. And you said the motivational, you have ideas for a motivational book, which I think is really good because looking at your stuff that I was looking at, um, that you already have, like short wise and stuff like that, I think, that influence is really good for you. I really do. Because, like I said, you're beautiful inside, you're beautiful out. And sometimes it just takes people who look like they've been, like they've accomplished being on that dark road. And this is the beautiful butterfly or the beautiful flower rose that I've become.
Yeah.
And I think that's inspirational. So is it hard to balance that at times when you come into contact with, people who don't understand like what poetry is to you, or do you have a chance to change their ear and get them to open up and be a little bit more vulnerable to poetry? Because a lot of time people are not vulnerable to poetry. Like
Yeah.
they don't even want to open up that side if they even know they have that side.
Right. Yeah. I just noticed it's not difficult to balance, but I've noticed that lately people like when I ask them to subscribe to my YouTube and they're like, "What are you doing?" I'm saying, "I'm a poet." And they look at me and I'm like, oh. So I noticed that people like the fact that I'm a poet, or to hear the fact that I'm a poet. Wait, you're a poet? Oh, I do music. So it opens
Oh.
up the door for them to be vulnerable and say, let me let you hear my music. Let me let you hear my beats. And I'm like, oh, okay. I would
Mm.
love to hear your beats because I want to put my poetry over your beats. Let's work together. So it opens up new avenues to meet artists,
Mm.
musicians, violin. It's just a beautiful, beautiful. It's not hard to balance at all. But I have noticed when I say I'm a poet, they
Mhm.
absolutely love it. So even
Mhm.
though someone might not be open to poetry, I
Mhm.
think it's how you present it, and I think how you present yourself as well.
Mhm. Almost definitely, because if you're like a raging lunatic, don't nobody want to talk to you.
That's true.
Okay, if you're acting like Karen or Darren,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be in the back there.
Yeah.
But I love the fact though that you got so much going on. Um, when is your book is already available? Go ahead and give them the links to that, and we're gonna
Yes,
end up running your program, your promo here for your book, so everybody can kind of,
yes, please do.
yeah, start the shorts so we can get into the feel. I
Yeah.
love it.
So,
Yes, it makes me
so
feel all
you got,
fuzzy inside.
yes, you see me dancing. I'm just so
Yeah,
excited. So
they
you
don't
can
get it.
actually
They
you can
will.
actually pre-order my book. It is a Kindle book for now, but you can pre-order it on Amazon and just look up Sweet Rain Poetry Love Symphony, and you can pre-order it, and it will be coming out on my son's birthday, November 14th.
November 14th. Oh
Yes,
gosh, y'all
yes,
guys.
that's my
For
baby.
real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can only imagine. And how long is it? I mean, how
Uh,
many minutes or, because I know people get curious because they want to be able to calculate, well, can I fit this in between going to the gym
yeah.
after get home from work, or you know what I mean? How
Right.
many minutes is it? Girl, I'll be doing that with YouTube videos. Don't mess with it. I'd be like, damn, do I have time for a 30
Right.
minute video? Is it going to take me 30 minutes to clean the house and listen to this video? Is there going to be an hour and a half? I'm going to have to do it when the kids are in school.
Right. Well, the book is approximately 35 to 40 pages, but
Mm,
it's so beautiful, like the
mm.
the
Well,
artistry of it.
oh,
And
yeah, you have illustrations in there.
yes, my sister Destiny
Oh,
Taylor is
so
actually putting
nice.
it together for me. She's
Hmm.
written several books, and she's helping me with my first baby, and I'm just
Oh,
ecstatic. I'm ecstatic. It's such a
that's awesome.
it's so beautiful.
That's so awesome. I love that because you don't just have words and, um, just words and feelings, but you have details and illustrations and
Yes,
imaginary content that can help people get to that point where they can go in their own little world and dream. Just like,
absolutely.
like looking at a tree and pretending it comes alive.
Yeah.
So that's like a when like a firework going off, in
Yes.
in the brain
Yes.
stimulation. Pop, 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 you know what I mean?
Yes.
So I
Yes.
think that's cool. Well, yeah, let's go ahead and get into your promo. Let me see if I can find it up here on my.
Let's
I got
do
so many
it. Let's do
videos.
it. Beautiful.
I think you're like the only one I've had this many videos on my damn playlist right now. I'm
I
for real.
appreciate you.
I appreciate you too, baby. Mm, I think it's this one. I think it's this one. Oh, wait. Yep, 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 yep. I got the right one right here.
Look, I need you guys to go to Amazon, okay? Let me stop real quick. I need you to go to Amazon. Look up Love Symphony, Sweet Rain, Reign. You know what it is? Please go get my book. I love you guys. Peace.
Oh, she's like, boy, I'm gonna make this simple.
Yes.
I like it though because you're not taking up too many people's time. 35, 40 pages, that's not shit. You figure now books days, especially like romantic books, are like what 500, 600 pages at least. They come. I know, girl. I'm Gen X, man. I was raised by baby boomers. Them people used to have books. Those romantic books used to be there so damn thick.
But
So like,
page turners too. You know.
yeah. So
Okay.
at that point, it's not too long that they can't. Anybody can't pick it up. Classically, they say 100 pages is a coffee table book, but I would say I would classify that as a coffee table book to an extent, you know what I mean? You sitting there, drink, you could read the shit by the time you're done drinking your damn coffee.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So what are some tactics that you use to get people to open up their perception to poetry if, they're really not? Do you think that coming at the heart or just motivational is the key to opening up people's perception to other things, because a lot of times some of us kind of be stuck in our own ways and we only see one perception.
Yeah.
Sometimes poetry could change that, or even motivation, your motivational tactics. How have you seen that change any people or change your
Um.
perspective?
Um. I would say if, like, I was speaking to someone yesterday that I met because I was out promoting my book and my poetry, and I was telling him, open up your mind to. I always say, take it back to your childhood.
Mm,
And he's like, I used to write, I used to do music, I used to do this, and I'm just stuck. I can't do it anymore. Go back to your childhood. How was it? You can write about that, whether it was good, bad, beautiful, whatever.
mm,
You can pull things out of your experiences and write about them.
mm,
And I don't know. I guess I'm just different. I don't get writer's block. I have
mm,
so much in my head, so many memories, so many fantasies. I have to go back to my childhood because I had so much fun, and I think
mm,
that's what a lot of us adults forget to do. We're always hustling and bustling and trying to make things work and no, relax, take time to yourself. Why did you stop doing what you love to do?
mm,
So in regards to changing people's perception, it's not like I have to change it. Your
mm,
perception and what you were doing was already there because you did it before. Just go back. Just go back to doing what you were doing and just
mm,
think about it. Be imaginary, fantasize, have fun. That's what I do. I have fun with myself. I have fun with my words. I have fun with my poetry. I just have
mm.
fun in general. So it's like I always have to have a pen and paper because I'm like, oh, wait, I just saw that bird fly across. Oh, let me write about that. Like
Mhm,
you can write about absolutely anything, anything.
mhm. My mom used to I used to write on stuff and doodle and jot stuff down and then I would leave it behind. And one day my mom I was going through her stuff and I find all these little things and I'm like, I wondered where the hell these damn things went. My mama kept them. And she's like, well, you just laid them down and let them go. And I'm like you didn't want them. And I was like, no, I just, I have to write it down and then I have to move along because I was doing things, but I had to write it down.
Yeah.
And then I'd go back to pick them up later and they'd be gone and I'd be like, what the hell happened? And the whole time it was my mom and it was like after she passed away I was like kind of looking through her stuff. I was like, damn, mom was a klepto. She was always like taking her shit and hiding it and like and maybe she would have maybe she told us, I don't know, and I just forgot it's possible, but I was just like amazed at like all the shit that she had and I was like I always wonder where it went. It was in mom's box of collectibles.
Wow.
She was like, yeah, she was like, oh no, I'm gonna keep this for when
Right.
you get older so you can look back and be like, oh,
Yes.
I mean, shoot, some of the clothes I had my kids wearing, so
That's so cute.
right. I even had them in the same bassinet, man, all three of them that
Are,
my grandfather made for me.
are you
So,
serious?
and it's still sitting in my living room right now. I was looking at it. It's a 74
Oh my
Grandpa Barksdale, and I was
God.
like, oh.
You have to
So
keep that
yeah,
forever. You have to.
yeah. It is crazy because man, after this long, it still ain't falling apart.
Wow.
It's so damn sturdy.
Mm.
And I'm just like, boy, I could probably take another like I don't know 2 or 3 generations. He built it so strong, but you know, it's people like that though, and like you, who have passion in their hearts, and who are creative and can see a vision and actually nail it, or even make it to the point to where you can get somebody else to recognize it, to see what you see, you know, even if it's just a glimpse.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's beautiful. And I think that, yeah, you definitely need to keep doing the poetry because, you know, people, what they can do in their private and in their personal is, you know, they could be listening to some sweet rain poetry, people.
Yes, yes, yes.
I'm so smooth with it, but I be like,
You got me with that one. I was like,
telling you,
yes.
right?
Oh,
I be coming with it, you know? It's just like a bowl of
I love it.
strawberries,
Yeah,
like with whipped cream
with
and
the
sugar and
drizzle.
boy, yeah, make y'all little mouths water. I'm telling you, gotta go over there and listen to the poetry
Yes.
because you never know. Hmm. Girl, I know there's gonna be some stuff in that book that they kind of curious.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna be all like, I wonder how far that rabbit hole go.
Mm-hmm.
How far does she think? I must know.
Right.
How far deep does that hole go?
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm telling you, yes, I get on my little poetry thing just like that. I think my first poem was when I was 8. I wrote my first poem when I was 8 and had it published. And yeah, I mean, at that time when I had been going through, I wasn't a normal 8-year-old, but you know, from that point on, it was just poetry, poetry. I even got my own book. Yeah, people, I just ain't put it out yet. You know what I'm saying? But I got it together.
Yeah.
And I was gonna go into like with, you know, a physical copy, but with things that have, you know, transitioned from the time that I got it together. Right now it's in PDF, so it's, you know, it's not nothing, but you know, I've been thinking about making it audio. So, you know, because a lot of people like the audio books and they're doing really good in sales.
Mm-hmm.
So, your book that you have, that's audio, so you're basically sitting there saying your verses and everything like that and spitting your poetry.
The book that I actually that's coming out is not audio yet.
It's not audio,
I
but are
can't.
you gonna put it? Yeah, are you gonna
Yep,
put it
we're
in
gonna
audio?
absolutely put it on all.
See, see,
Yes.
now that's cool. Now that I was thinking about it, and I was like, you know what? I think it's kind of good because like late at night when you get ready to fall asleep,
Yes.
that's like the best time to sit there and listen to like 4 or 5 pages. You know
Yes.
what I mean? To get you in that sleep mode. And what not better than poetry? So I would love to see that. Not just, you know, your physical form, but on the internet, but you know, in audio. I think that would be like such a great thing because a lot of the times, um, voices. I know that through me going through what I went through, my ascension, it was the voices sometimes that I resonate more with, that seem to get through easier, easier to listen to, easier to understand. So I think that sometimes, you know, not just our creativity comes out through our voice, but our compassion, our our sensitivity, in our energy, you know, um, our spirit to an extent. People can hear that in your, you know, in your voice. So I think that would be something beautiful to be able to listen to and be able to even, yeah, get deeper into it because I think they're going to enjoy it not just once. They're going to enjoy it twice, three
Absolutely.
times. They be calling you lady. Okay.
Absolutely.
But I love that. So that is just so cool. Why don't you go ahead and shout out where they can get that at and give
All
your
right.
social media and we'll get on to a video so
All
they can
right.
see what you got coming
Okay,
on.
so I'm on all social media platforms, Sweet Rain, REIGN. I'm on all social media platforms. And if you want to hear Spotify, you can just hear my voice, my poetry. You can go on Instagram, Facebook for the visual of my poetry.
We have the For You poem is the first one that I'm going to play. My throat was messed up right there. Um, Why don't you go ahead and tell me about this poem right here for you?
For you, let
For
me
you poem. Yeah, give me a little rundown on what you got going on there before we hear that.
let me see. I
Like
write
a
so many.
description.
I write so many of them. Where did you pull
Th-
that one from?
that would be YouTube. You
YouTube.
want me just to go ahead and play it and you can
Yes, please. And then
address it there? Yeah.
I write so
Girl,
many.
no, I literally trust me, I already know because I have bins and bins and bins
Yes.
of yeah, and I couldn't even recite one third of the crap that
I-
I've wrote in my life.
right.
So, well, y'all, let's get it. This is the For You poem, so check it out on 91.3 The Plug at HHQ TV2, the music shop with Miss Music. Let's get it.
For You, written by Sweet Rain. For you, I will climb mountaintops, even though I'm afraid of heights. I will go great lengths so that our love will reach greatness. For you, I will do anything to repair the love that has been broken. Let's rectify our wrongs and improve the words that we've spoken to one another. Rebuilding and restoring because we all make mistakes. I don't hold grudges because I know what it takes to be a good woman to you and you a good man to me. It takes communication, strength, and reciprocity. Could we be together forever?
That was nice right there. Could we be together
Woo!
forever? That's the
For
girl. That's stuff I
you,
used to write when I was a kid.
I would. For you, I would.
Oh, yeah, I
Yes.
used to write stuff like that when I was a kid, and it's crazy because when I was listening to it, I was like, "Oh my God, she reminds me of me."
Oh,
You know, and you know, people don't understand. Like you said, that is the kid in you.
yes.
You
Yes.
know, and I did reconnect with my kid, but I just did it in a music form, and then I changed my music because what I was writing was for everybody else. And I got to the point where I was like, you know what, I've always wrote about my experiences, but I've been here trying to please try to please people, and I just need to do what I do.
Yes.
And, and I was like, but if I do what I do, I gotta put something out there that's gonna like help people or teach people or just influence people or tell them my story so they can help them get through theirs. And, I got back to as if I guess I would say I pretty kind of got to the point where I started accomplishing what people told me from the get go was to put the poetry to the music. And you gotta rhyme in this in the music. You gotta rhyme in the poetry, but then sometimes poetry doesn't rhyme, and people don't understand that either. They'd be like, "Oh, it's not poetry. It don't." I used to hear that. It's not poetry. It don't rhyme. I'm like, but don't every once in a while, like you gotta change up your craft.
Right.
You can't just stay rhyming all the time. You know what I mean? I mean, you it's like music. You gotta flip it up. You gotta flip it up, back it up, flip it, reverse it.
Slap it up, flip it.
Yeah, you drop it on his head.
Yeah, you
Drop
do.
like it's hot.
Gotta get, I think the main thing you have to get out of your comfort zone. A
Yeah.
lot of people don't want to get out of their comfort zone. They don't want to push to just do something different. So they're complacent and it's easy.
Hmm.
Everybody wants easy. No, push yourself. Just push yourself out there and be like, you know what? I like, for instance, with you, this beat, I usually don't do this beat, but you know what? I can make it work. Even though I'm not accustomed to these type of beats, let's hear it. Like just pushing yourself in
Yeah.
that comfort zone.
Yeah.
You can be pushed to a higher level, you know.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
people
I mean,
don't.
I think we all get that too when it comes to creativity if you're right, like around the right people and they got that mind frame and they could be your muse. I've had people where I've been their muse and I'm just like, wow. It's kind of cool. Although they would never admit it, but you know. You
Right,
know. You
right.
know. Oh my gosh, I love that. So Spotify, go ahead and let them know where to find your audiobook.
Yes,
We gonna keep pushing this through
yes,
so
I love
that
it.
they get it.
Go
Yes, go
to
ahead.
Spotify. You don't have, if you don't want the visual, you just
Mhm.
want to lay your head like you mentioned before, lay your head at night and listen to a smooth and just healing voice. Go to my
Mm,
Spotify, Sweet Rain, Reign.
mm. Oh boy, y'all know how I am. We gotta give this lady her roses. Queen, go ahead and take the roses on the music shot with Miss Music because you
Oh,
definitely
and I
deserve it.
love roses and flowers. How do
Right?
you know? See,
Ah, cause I'm the one.
see that
I'm the one that gives out magical flowers over here. You know, I
right.
say we
Look,
give roses over here. We don't do
look.
it after you're gone. We acknowledge you
Exactly.
while you're here, while you're working. You
Yes.
know,
Yes.
yes, while
Thank
you're,
you.
when you should be getting your congratulations and your salutes and
Yes.
stuff like that. Um. So I'm just I love it. Um. Let me see what's the next one.
What you got? What
Oh,
you
here now.
here now?
Yep, here and now.
Okay. Okay.
Do you remember that one? We're
Yes.
gonna
These are
go.
new ones. These are new ones you're doing.
Yeah, oh
Yes.
girl. Yeah, I gotta let them.
Here
They
and
gotta
now.
have the fresh stuff. Yeah, they can go back in there, but they need to know what you popping now.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that way y'all can get a fix on like what she's got popping now,
Yes.
and then you can research the
Yes.
rest of her once you get past that, because we gotta be focused on what she's doing now. So all right, so let's get it, y'all. Check it out, 91.3 The Plug and HHQ TV 2.
Oh man, when I think of all the beautiful ways you make me feel, I ponder on the thoughts of us being in one another's presence, not just for this moment, but forever. I ask myself, could we do what we do forever? And I smile as I recollect our time spent together. I constantly think about you and the way you love me and the way I love you. I constantly think about us and how I'm always wanting you, craving you, always have my mind on you. My intentions with you is to provide you with all of your desires. What is it that you require? May I love you forever, kiss you with intensity, with the force of our love and connection with real potency. May I hold you in my arms and never let go.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
And never let go.
Mm-hmm. I know, right? The
Ooh,
shorts be kicking our butts. Like we got like one
ooh.
minute. You make it over 1 minute, and it goes to the damn videos. Where I done did that a whole bunch of times. I can't even take them down. But yeah,
Mm.
there's so many words to get out. Like and
Yes.
eh, poetry. I think I'm gonna I don't know if you can relate, but like we were saying, to me, poetry was always about creating a story that you could actually see in your head. Whether it's from our experiences or imagination and stuff like that. I mean, I would write poetry just to get away from what I was going through. Because when I was younger, I was like in and out of the hospital all the time, getting surgeries, and I'd be 400, 500 miles away from my family. And, um, I was young. So I, I liked words and stuff like that. So I found myself coming to poetry, in order to keep myself and my spirits high. And it kind of just stuck with me long until, like I said, I got to the music. Has it kind of been like the same for you? Or has it
Yeah.
been different?
It's been absolutely the same. Absolutely the same. And when I was younger, I was very shy. So that was my way of speaking, and
Mm-hmm.
not being shy anymore, even though I wasn't sharing, but I felt like I had more confidence when I wrote because I knew what I was writing was coming from my heart, I would
Mm-hmm.
want to say it, but I was too shy, so this is
Yeah.
this is healing for me, and I'm pushing myself, and because for me just to be speaking and
Mm.
sharing my poetry, it's
Mm.
amazing to me because I really didn't think I would ever get to this level because I was so shy and timid.
Mm.
But when I wrote, I felt like the biggest person in the
Hmm.
room, and now
Yeah, like a
yeah,
poet.
yes, yes. So
That's
when
how
I
I felt.
Yes.
I
So
just didn't share mine. I would take it and I would send it off to Library of Congress. I'd send it off to all these poetry contests and I'd win them all the time.
of
I'd
course you
win Editor Choice Awards, everything.
of course.
But yeah, so and I felt the same way. I felt like, but like I said, I didn't I would keep it to myself and it was funny because when people would read it, they'd be like, "You wrote this?
Uh-huh.
Can I
They'll be
get a
like,
copy of this?" Like,
wait, you
yeah, I had a friend that sat there and I swear to God, she must have read like 4 or 5 poems and one poem girl had to be like 3, 4 pages long.
right.
And to this day, she'll be like, "Yo, you remember that poem you had? You remember that thorned rose?" And I'm like, "You still remember that damn poem?" She's like, "Well, I remember parts of it, but I also remember it's really good." So it's cute when people have the reaction to
Yeah.
what you've done,
Yes.
and I know that because I'm a poet, I know that that's the reaction you get, and I know it has to humble you and then make you happy and tingly all at
Yes.
the same time because I know that. I never let people listen to my poetry. So to
Right.
let somebody listen to my poetry and they're sitting there trying to write it down and shit, that will give you a tingle.
Yes.
It'll give you a tingle in your spine that you haven't felt before. And that
Right.
tingle feels really good, people.
Yeah. And you
So
want
you
to
be
just
like,
keep on feeling it. You want to
ooh,
keep feeling it. So I'm like,
ooh,
I gotta write another one. I gotta get it out.
yes, I
Like
gotta
there.
go deeper.
Right.
hmm I gotta get deeper in there, man. Like
Right.
like I said, I be trying to tell people, bro. You want to know what's down the rabbit hole? Well, the rabbit hole goes deeper than the rabbit does.
Uh-huh.
So, if you go deep enough, no telling what you're gonna find down there.
Right.
So, and sometimes it's the same thing with whether or not it's your spirituality, your creativity, your compassion, your morals. Like it could be anything. I mean, it's something that's diversely used. So I love the fact that you're able to take words and meanings and just put them together and be like, you know what, people, here you go. Have a cupcake of sweet rain. You know what I mean? Like they've got dessert right there. You know what I mean? They've
Yes.
got dessert. They've got like you said, s- authenticity. They have authenticity,
Hmm.
and that's hard to get from people because a lot of people today aren't authentic. As much as we know that we are, we're not acting authentically. We may be authentic, but we still have to also act authentic. So I love the fact that people can get authenticity from you as a person. And this is my raw form. This is my rare form. This is how I'm coming, and you will respect it.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
They got no choice but to respect. Y'all bow down. Y'all bow down.
And I humbly say that. I humbly say that. You have, like you said, just respect it. Respect the craft. Respect the fact that I'm being authentic in this world where there's not a lot of authentic people, like you said. Respect the fact that
Oh yeah.
if you come into contact with me, that's all it's going to be. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be love. It's going to be light, and that's it.
hmm
And if you're not coming with that, then I can't be involved with you. I can't have
Yeah.
you in my presence. I can't have you in my energy. And a lot of people sees the light and they want to come to it, but then they back up. But if you apprehensive, just stay over there because it's all light over here. And
Well, the
yes,
light's attractive. You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
darkness. There can't be darkness, or there can't be light without darkness. So it's
exactly,
like
exactly.
the darkness is lured to the light. The light, shines through the darkness. So, but like you said, if you're in that shadow energy, what I'm saying, you're bringing me your shadow side, which is the worst side of you. I can't trust that. I gotta go with the authentic side, which is the part of you that's cool to be vulnerable, takes accountability for their actions,
Hmm.
knows how to be compassionate, has some type of boundaries set. The list goes on. So we are who we hang with. I
Yes.
mean, and if it gets to a point where we're at lack of knowledge, and we finally get it, and then we decide, okay, I need to get away from this. I think that's a good thing because that's elevation. You're supposed to evolve. You're supposed to elevate. You're supposed to realize what's toxic and move forward from it. Power of discernment, you know, knowing what's for you, what's not for you. Yeah, If it don't align, it don't align. It's like I tried to tell my son last night. I'm like, you can't fit a circle in a square. You can try. You can try to you're blue in the face, but you're not gonna fit it in there. And don't try to fit.
Yeah.
If you don't fit somewhere, stop trying to. My son, he was, oh well, I tried to go and talk to these people, and they ignored me. Well, ignore them back.
Hmm.
You know, like it's not your people. Just
Yeah.
move on. You got to keep moving on until you can be able to, find somebody who's gonna be like, hey, they're gonna fight with you.
Yep.
And sometimes I know one thing I've learned that is most important, man, is rejection is protection.
Mm. Say it again. Say it again. Say it again.
Rejection is protection, people.
Yes.
When,
Yes.
like, how many red flags do you need? And sometimes that be like your only answer is like it'll come from no. I remember one time I was like, God, why me? And I was like, bro, please, like, this gotta go. This gotta go. And then all of a sudden the day was like something popped off and I wasn't even mad. I was like, thank you, Jesus. Gone.
Mhm.
I was just like, thank you. Like, I wasn't even mad. I was like, I don't care what it is. I don't care. You throw the blame all you want. I'll take it. Let's go.
Yeah.
Bye. You know what I mean? So rejection is protection, and it doesn't matter if it could be a job. It
Anything.
could be a friendship. It could be a possible person that, I don't know, you could date. It could be somebody, I don't know, something you work. I don't know, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
Absolutely anything. Yeah.
yeah, because, and what's funny is people don't understand is it'll come like that. You get tested like that in this universe. So,
Yeah.
I mean, just because we learn a lesson don't mean we don't get tested for it over and over.
Oh, oh, we
Make
gotta
sure
get.
that, yeah, we keeping
Yeah.
up to par.
Yeah. Like, let me see real quick. Do you stand on what you just said? Let me see.
Yeah, you standing now, but let's see if you stand in a month when I'm hitting you from
Yep.
this side, that side, and this side, and have Gertrude and Benny over there messing with you.
And then when you pass that test, you be like, yes, I passed it.
Hmm.
Next one. Come on. Come on. The next one. Come on. Because it's
Yep.
several. It's not just, it's
Girl,
continuous.
yep.
It's
I was saying it
continuous.
repeatedly. Yep.
So I'm like, okay, that's one. Let's go. Come on. Next. Next.
Yep.
Next.
Once you
Let's
get into
go.
the habit forming, it's pretty easy from
Yeah.
that point. Cause like now I'd be like, oh, you just trying to trigger me.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, the devil sent you.
Yes.
Oh, you trying to test me. Okay, I
Yeah.
got you. So, and it's funny because I've even told my kids, I can see it now in my kids. Like when the people, when because they be in middle school and high school.
Yeah.
So I'd be seeing, they'll come home and tell me, oh, mom, somebody did this and that. And I'd be like, that's the devil. He testing you. He
Mm-hmm.
testing your ego. And I'd be telling them, and I'm like, ain't I always right? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, well, why don't you just listen? Cause I love. Like you
Look,
playing right into it. And I heard my son the other day. He's like, yeah, I think I let my ego get the best of me.
I'm glad he
You
noticed.
think? Hmm.
I'm
That's
glad.
a good thing. Yeah,
Yes.
that's a good thing. I've been having turn to teach him though, spiritually wise, because a lot of these kids that he, in school nowadays, it's so much of a lot of stuff we never dealt with in the past that's been suppressed that they're actually have no filter on putting out there. So there's, a lot of different energy going around.
Mm-hmm.
Negative, positive, dark, light. So,
Mm-hmm.
and at times he's young, so he don't see it. But I have to, as a parent, like I told him, when you're wrong, I have to let you know you're wrong, and when you're right, I have to let you know you're right. And sometimes along the way, I gotta teach you what I know, because if I don't, then I'm not a good mother. So, and I just told him that yesterday. I was like, if I don't teach you when you're wrong, to be how to hold yourself accountable, then you never will. So, and then you allow other people to do that, and you know that's not, it's not healthy. So, and he's like, I understand, mother. So I think it's good though that you're gonna have motivational. I seen you had a video. You got motivational stuff. I think that's awesome. You got a video though that I seen. It's called The Light. And I was like, damn it, I just wrote a song not too long ago called The Light. And it was talking just about how I found my light
Mm.
inside me, and where I realized along the way how, although I'm a good person and I try to be good to everybody, but you don't realize how much you actually, the way that we live, we allow the darkness to be able to come in and have the energy of the devil, which is kill, destroy, destruct, in your lives. And at one point, I stopped and I looked and I was like, damn, I started looking at all the disease that was in there, and I was just like, wow, I got the devil in my bed. I
Mm.
got the devil in my friends. I got the devil in my money. I got
Mm.
the devil in, so, and I started realizing where the devil had his hand in at. And I was just like, you know what? I gotta write a song. And when you get to the point where you can actually realize all those areas that he's really got a hand in there, which is a hand to hold on you, you start to know what you got to break those, cycles to, what you got to cut off. And I was just like, wow, there's a lot of ties there, you know? And if I want to advance, I've got to remove, I've got to remove those energies, and I've got to bring the energies that I'm vibing with and the energies I know that I am, and bring it into perspective. Because if I'm going to be out here talking, I need to know what I'm talking about. And if I'm going to do anything with it, I need to help people. So, I think it's really cool that me, you, can go and take things that we, know is going to help other people and just share them. Girl, plug in your book again, because I'm about to pop this one little thing off, but we're going to, like I said, we're going to rub that book in.
Okay, okay. All right. Go to Amazon, please. It's Sweet Rain Poetry Love Symphony. Let's go.
Yeah, we're going to do You Are the Light. Here it is, 91.3 The Plug and HHQ TV2 with the music shop with Miss Music and Sweet Rain. Let's get it.
Escúchame, tú eres la luz. And being that you are the light, there's certain people that's in this earth right now that has a soul contract. And there's certain things that we're supposed to do. There's certain missions that we're supposed to complete so that we can move on to the next level in our ascension. So I want you guys to know and understand that the people that is not of La Luz, the light, they're going to come at you. They're going to come at you by any means necessary to stop you from completing your mission. And you can't let that happen. You got to keep on fighting. You got to get up and you got to let your light shine. Continue to let your light shine. I hope you guys are having a beautiful day. Remember what I said. You are the light. Peace and love.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, people don't understand, like, what I realized is once I took all those little things that were causing the darkness away, all that light came out. And then I was just like, I already knew I was the light, but I didn't realize I was dimming my light. And then once I realized it was dimming my light, and I started breaking all those chains away of everything that I knew that was, being toxic and stopping to me, now I'm free. But if I allow those things to come back in, they're just going to apprehend my growth again.
Yep.
So it's like, I guess it gets to a point where you got to be like, okay, do I want to stay in that toxic environment and live that type of life, being unauthentic and being broken down over and over again? Or do I want to advance forward, be the full light that I can be, balance my light and my darkness? Because people don't get it twisted. I'm gonna like school y'all right now. We have light and we have darkness. You have to be balanced. Okay? If you're not balanced, then one's gonna overtake, the other, and usually it's gonna be the dark, because then ego forms. So you have to be balanced. But it's okay to, you're gonna have the dark. You're never gonna get rid of the darkness, but you have to know when to use the darkness. And we have darkness because yes, we are supposed to use it. But we have to watch how we use it, just like how we use the light. And we have to use the light authentically. Now, don't think that we can't go and tap that, tap it once, tap it twice, and no, it's hot, baby. because that's what the dark side is for. But we have to know just what our boundaries are and how to apply it to where it's balanced. Because if we do it any different than that, you initiate your own karma
Yep.
instead of dharma.
Yep.
So, where anybody says, "Oh, you have darkness in you," we all have darkness.
Yep.
We have light and we have dark. It's just what we choose to walk in, and we have the darkness for like it's like it's funny because somebody said to me when they talk about say angels using as reference as an example or story you would want to pass down. Angel Archmichael, he fights battles that are horrendous. So, like, you think that he's gonna be such a sweetheart because he's an angel with wings? No, he's like he's a fierce butcher. Okay, like
He's
some
my
of us aren't. Yeah,
favorite.
some of us aren't so pretty. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of us fight battles. We warriors over here.
Yeah.
So just understand that. Where does that come from? Yeah, it comes from light, but it comes from his darkness.
Yeah.
But he's allowed to use the darkness because he's what? He's fighting for us,
Yeah.
He's a guide for us. So that story right there got me to understand, like, oh, shoot. I see it now. So I shouldn't be, I shouldn't, be all, okay, well, I have darkness and be ashamed of that. I just
No.
got to know when's the right time to be able to use that darkness and then watch how I balance it. Because, like I said, I don't want to self sabotage. I don't want to create myself karma. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to like hurt or offend or mess anybody else's path out there because a lot of people don't understand that we are all on paths right now.
Yeah. And
Like,
I like
we
how
on
you said,
missions.
I love how you said it's a choice because I think a lot of people don't understand that even though we're light, you and I'm speaking about, do you know what it took to crawl out of the darkness to get to the light? It hurts. It is
Oh,
hurtful. It is painful. It is the worst thing imaginable. How you
yeah.
described how you were feeling this week, that's how it feels.
Oh,
But you
girl.
have a
Yeah.
choice whether you
Spiritually.
want to stay in it or are you
Mm.
going to crawl. You have a choice.
Yep.
It's easy to stay in the dark. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
just stay here. I've been like this for so long. I don't want to change. No, I want
Hmm.
light because I want peace.
Yes.
I want peace.
That's I think
So
I
I
think
choose
that's
the light. I
yes, that's the
choose.
best part right there is the peace.
Yes, and we
Because
all
when you have all that toxicity and you get your peace back, you be
ooh,
like, man, I had this shit the whole time.
yes. You're like this all I had to do. It does hurt, but wait. I'm almost there. But that's all I had to do was let go of
Hmm.
this and not do this and change this and what? I should
Hmm.
have been did this.
Yeah. And then sometimes people like you gotta understand that these people out there, they're not going through a bad time. They're actually going through karma. Let them pay their dues.
Right.
Let them pay their dues.
Yeah.
Because like, I had an incident where, I sat here and I watched somebody for a long time, just mooch off of other people. And yet would be like, I'm not broke. I got money. It's like, yeah, you got everybody else's money, and you got money because you're spending everybody else's money, and it's like one day, you know, things gonna turn. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a different world right now, and let's just say we ain't friends no more. But I think like it is a choice because person had that long to get on their feet, and by now you ain't on your feet, but you got all this money, but you ain't got no place, but you know what I mean? So,
Mhm.
I think, it's a choice. Some people want to stay in the negative energy. They want to be martyrs. They want to have self-pity. That way people will come and feel sorry for them and then help them. But the whole time, everything they're crying about is actually what people? Projection.
Mm. Mm, mm, mm.
Projection. So it's becoming a Jezebel narcissistic succubus, error out there. So yeah, that's a lot of words in one sentence. But um, I the spirituality part is really cool. But I think that that's what we lack a lot of. People think, oh, when you say spirituality or something like that, they're like, Are you talking about ghosts and goblins? No, people. I know it's Halloween coming up, but no, we're not talking about that. We're talking about like just what universal conscious energy. You
Hmm.
know, what what's your energy like? You know, you know what, girl? We got some comments, and I know I've been talking, and I see them up there, and I'm gonna go ahead and see what kind of comments we got in here.
Let's
We
see.
got
Let's
we got
see.
one comment. Beautiful poem for you motivates me to fall in love over again. Oh, that is so sweet. It
Aw.
does, don't it?
Whew,
You
that's
know?
dramatic.
You know what
That's
I like too is the fact that sometimes we can't find the words, but a person like you can.
mm.
And yeah, and then we get to hear it instead of having to say it. Because sometimes, sometimes we just want to like breathe with you while we hear you express, something that we ourselves can't or are not ready to express or exalt, you know, exalt from inside. So I think that's good sometimes when there's some people out there that can't find the words, you know, they wouldn't know where to begin, and they can only find it through you, or other poets like you. So I think that's beautiful.
Mm.
I do. Thank you for your comment. That's
Yes,
so
thank
supportive.
you.
Yeah. Now we got, okay. Oh, I think it is, let's have a positive vibe or positive outcome. Let's have a positive outcome. I think that's going to be good because we was getting to that. See, I'm telling you, like,
You
it
seem like
lines up, girl. It
yes,
lines up. Like, people, like, we be trying to motivate and
yes.
like just help y'all develop even like greater than you are, because y'all are just amazing out there. All my followers, all my listeners, all my
Yes.
fans, everybody supports the Sweet Rain, all your people that you've brought into the house tonight.
Yeah, and you are
Shout outs
amazing
out.
too. I
Ah, thank
love
you,
you.
Queen. I
Yes.
try. I try to be me, on the show, and now, now that I have my own platform, and I'm like I have my piece, I can be my authentic self here on the show, where it's hard to be who I am out in public because it's just, it's so much distraction, and it's, I gotta play this role, that role, this role, that role, and I can't just be me. So I love the fact that I can come to my show and I can sit here and I can be me. And if I want to cut up, I can cut up. And if I
Yes.
want to be cool, and it is just is what it is on the show, and people understand that. So thank you. I appreciate you for, liking the vibe and trying to
Yes.
keep it good, for everybody out there, I don't know how appeasing it's going to be, but I'm enjoying y'all. I enjoy your content that y'all bring to the show, whether it's music, whether it's poetry, whether it's anything, So I definitely am appreciative, and I'm just like excited on these shows like y'all are, because I'm like, what's gonna happen this weekend? Like, I always know something special is gonna happen when I have artists on. I just be like sitting there like trying to like. I be on it. I honestly be on it like all week, wondering like how it's gonna go, what we're gonna talk about, what the universe and God, our path and our journey is going to have us talking about, relating to, coming together as a soul tribe, So, and I want to keep the show motivation. I want to keep it somewhat spiritual. I'm going to keep it somewhat, with that, love light, you know, talking about things that we really need to talk about, because people don't understand it. It's not just, having religion, but you got to also have spirituality too. Like, you got to be connected with oneself. You gotta be connected to the earth. You gotta be connected to the air. The sun. That's why we get
Yes.
vitamins from sun. We drink water. Like, we grow our food from the earth. Like,
Mhm.
hello, people. And to
Yeah.
cook it, you gotta use what? Fire. That's the four major elements right there.
Mhm.
You know. So, I'm just trying to bring something, different, and hopefully people enjoy. But like I said, with y'all's content, I shouldn't have a problem doing that. I just open up my platform and let y'all do what y'all do, and everybody wins.
Cheeks hurt because I've been
For
smiling the whole
real.
time. Like, oh, I love it. I love it here.
That's good. I want y'all to be happy. I'm like, you know what? All these
Yes.
platforms are screwing up because they want they toxic, toxic, toxic.
Uh huh.
Why? Like, why not have a show that you could come here, you could feel good, and then the people watching could feel good about it and be like, "Yeah, that was a great show," or that was a good show, or that was different. As long as it's uplifting, I just want everybody to happy. I want you to have a wonderful experience. Anybody that comes on with any music, you know what I'm saying? I just want y'all to feel really like a specialness in your heart and be able to proceed from here. That way, I make you shine even brighter than you are. That way you can go out into the world and you share that because that's what we need. We need more light out here because we're getting to the end of the days and I'm telling you, they're going to get darker and darker and darker. If we are not the light for each other, what light do we have within this darkness?
Mm, mm. I love it. I love it.
And the only way we're going to get out of it is for us shining our lights to each other.
Yeah. Pass it on.
So,
So you need some light? You want some of my light? I share. I
mm,
will share it with you because I have a lot to give.
mm-hmm,
I don't mind sharing it.
I
If
agree.
I'm gonna make you brighter, come on, because I'm gonna always shine.
Okay, let's have a positive outcome. I want
Yes.
to play this. I love her motivational shorts. Y'all really got to go and check it out and share them because I'm
Please.
pretty sure that y'all know some people that could use some of these reels and she be popping. I know I be blasting them with reels, girl. Instagram. Yo, they be telling me to stop making fucking reels on Instagram. Okay.
Why?
Yeah, they cut my ass off the other day. All I made was 3. I was like, bitch, I made 3.
Right.
3 and you cut me off? Well, it limits what you do. Well, that's why I still be on damn Twitter. Yo, shouts out Elon. Freedom of speech, damn it. That's why I still be, yep. I be on Twitter because I'm like, you know what? At least I can say what the fuck I want to say over here.
Right.
YouTube got people saying the most disrespectful, offensive, defamation of character shit. And the minute you say one damn thing,
Yep.
they like sticking your ass. It's like, well, what the hell he just said? Well, like I said, the devil, it be triggers, bro.
Yep.
So it's like, huh. So, yeah.
Excuse me.
But, I think it's good that we got Love Symphony that's coming out. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely got to make sure you get your copy. I know that, yeah, she's going to have that audio coming up soon. She got the stuff on the Spotify.
Right.
Sweet Rain. She's
Yeah.
doing her thing. We're going to go and play this clip now. And this is her one that she's got called Let's Have a Positive Outcome. So y'all check it out here on 91.3 The Plug, HHQ TV2, and the Music Shop with Miss Music. Let's get it.
Hello, everyone, and happy Saturday. I hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. I know that I am. I wanted to pop on here real quick to express to you the importance of your words and how important and valid your words are. So when you're speaking to people, let's just speak life into people. Some people are walking around here feeling so lonely, feeling like nobody cares about them. This is where addictions come from. This is where suicidal thoughts come from. And I don't really personally think nobody should be feeling like that. So if we can impact people positively with our words and our actions, that will go a long way. Just to share your story with someone and let them know that you are not alone. I think that's very, very important. But I hope you guys have a wonderful and beautiful day. Peace and love.
See, that's what I'm talking about right there. You know, people need that because there's a lot of people out there that go through a lot. We have different paths, but we go through a lot, and we need sometimes just to hear things like that. I'm not gonna sit here and say like when I was going through the My Dark Night of the Soul, oh my gosh, it was like people like you that I would just listen to on YouTube that really got me to like wake up and be like, yo, this is a trap. You know, you gotta get out of it. Like, you gotta get back up, girly. Put your
Hmm.
big panties on and get the hell up.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I started thinking about it. And I was just like, I like this. Like I like the knowledge I'm learning. I like the influence. I said I'm gonna keep listening to these people. Boy, let me tell you, I learned so much knowledge. I learned so much. Like I didn't even know I was going through the dark night. So it took me going to seek that information to find out like how to get out of that depression that I had come to because my mom passing away and my kid with cancer, and I just got to the point where I had enough, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like it was just a whole new world, and I had my moment where I just, got to the point where I was just, I can't take no more. And I started listening to people and listening to motivational stuff and listening to people kind of like giving me the information on what I was dealing with. So I started doing more research and more research, and I started listening and listening. And then, I learned that, they always say that a wise man listens, he doesn't speak. And I was listening to people, and these were people and videos that if I wanted to disagree with, I couldn't even disagree with because I'm sitting there listening to them. So I'd shut up, and then when I didn't understand stuff, I go to other videos, and eventually got to the point where somebody explained it a little different. I get a little more of it. Going to the next one, then I got to the point where it just started building me up, and I'm telling you, like the process that I went through was hard because I did it by myself, but I did it with guidance that I don't know where it came from, but it was somehow a special guidance, energy wise, to where I learned a lot of different things. And once I learned, like, really what I was going through, I learned the steps and able to get out of it. So I think that a lot of times we don't understand what we're going through. And sometimes it takes other people to show us what we're going through. And then that'll give us some knowledge, and then we have to take that knowledge and we have to search deeper. And then little by little we'll learn. But it helps to go through our Phoenix Rising and become something even better. And I actually got to the point where I got really appreciative of even the lessons, because I knew the lessons also brought me blessings. So we don't go through this for nothing,
Yes.
And if we're gonna spread it on, we need to make sure that we know what we're talking about. So I love the fact that you talk about a lot of things, like you said, ascension. A lot of us going through ascension. Some people fighting it out there, and y'all's going through hell. Y'all so I want to feel bad for him, but I can't. I can't, because a lot of us in the spiritual community that are going through ascension have warned these people. You cannot escape it. It's, like you're going to keep getting your karma, and you're going to keep going through these loops like a lost hamster in a hamster wheel. You're going round and 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 round while we're over here moving on with our lives.
Yeah.
So as long as you're not healing, you're going to have bad things going on in your life. Once you start healing, that creates the energy that opens up doorways, removes blockages, and allows you to proceed the things that you do that you love. Because honestly, in this world, you ain't got much longer to be sitting there wasting your time doing nothing. So at least do what you love.
Yes.
Your authentic self, because with the way they got these daggone wars going on, I mean, he said nobody knows the day and the time but me. So y'all don't ever take that for granted because, like I said, it's not promised that we're gonna wake up tomorrow. So live in the moment now. Try to spread the light and love. Make sure you get over there and listen to Sweet Rain, cause boy,
Yes.
she got this new book and stuff going on, and she's
Go.
already opening up areas that we need to open up and soften. Cause I don't think we've used half of those energies. I know I haven't used those energies in a few years.
We got to. We got
Not
to.
that it ain't bitter. Not that it ain't bitter.
Right.
But I've been working, girl. I've been working on me. I ain't
Like you
got time to even
said,
go
yeah,
to love right now, girl. I'm so damn busy.
like you said,
But it's there. It's always there. Oh,
balance.
yeah.
Of course, it's always there. It's in our heart.
Yeah, that's why I can listen to it and enjoy it. But,
Yes.
you know
Yes.
what I'm saying? And I can still sit down and write it too. And I have no problem. It's just, it's been a little while because, I've been working. I've been working.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go ahead and plug in that book one more time.
All right. I
And,
need everybody to
yeah.
go to Amazon. Look up Sweet Rain Love Symphony. You're gonna love it. You can find me on all social media platforms.
Love it, love it, love it. I'm going to go ahead and do your book promo one more time.
Okay.
And y'all catch this video right here. Check it out.
I need you guys to go to Amazon, okay? Let me stop real quick. I need you to go to Amazon. Look up Love Symphony, Sweet Rain, Reign. You know what it is. Please go get my book. I love you guys.
Mm, I love it. Oh, shouts out to Guy Legacy. Shouts out to you, Queen. I
Yes.
really appreciate you coming on. I was talking to somebody else about having, I wanna have a girls' night on the music shop where it's like ladies' night, and we sit up here and just talk about some of the stuff right now, whatever current topics that we think that we feel we need to talk on and get a message out to the collective. Um, I think that's what we could do, one night. I don't know if you ever would be interested in it, but if you are, I
I'm
probably
in.
want to do it in like January, first of the year.
Yes. Everything
Spread
that
some
you
love
guys
and light.
are in this music, I will
Yes.
fit in.
A
Absolutely.
bunch of us queens, doing our queen thing and putting crowns on other people. That's what I want to do. But
Yes.
metaphorically through knowledge. So
Yes.
y'all, if you know anybody that it would be a great content, we are looking for like probably two other females, that would like to get on the show. That would be a total of five. So yeah, send them my way. Um, Girl, go ahead and plug in your links because I just can't get up. And then I'm gonna let you go ahead and get some shout outs.
Okay, so look, find me on all social media platforms, Sweet Rain, Reign. I'm on Spotify, Facebook, everything you can think about. Okay, you can find me there. Also, I want to give a shout out to Guy Legacy. He has plugged me in with so many beautiful, beautiful people,
Oh.
male and female. I appreciate that. I want to give a shout out to my sister, Destiny Taylor. She is
Mm,
putting together my beautiful baby, my first book. I want to also give a shout out to my sister, Deja.
mm.
She's helped me on my spiritual journey.
Oh.
I don't want to forget anybody, but just all my people that I am in contact with. I got to give a shout out to all of you because you guys just support me in every single way. And I love each and every one of you guys. If I forgot your name, please, please, it's all right. You know I love you. Thank you so much.
Right? Like, don't hold me to it. Because,
Please
yeah, I know. They used to do that with me on the show. On one of my other shows, it'd be like, got any shout outs? And half the time I'd be like, no.
right.
Because this is like, like, once you start one, it's like, oh Lord.
Yeah, you
But
got
I still gotta give y'all your shout outs. Yeah, I still gotta do
right.
that anyways. But oh yeah. So y'all definitely get over there. Go check out Sweet Rain. Go check out her book, Love Symphony. Make sure you go check out all her little reels she got. Cause they're really great. Share them with your friends. Make sure you leave the likes and loves. Leave her a little comment. Say, hey, I seen you on the show.
Ooh,
Yes, love your content. You know what I'm saying? Get her likes up, get her views up, do all those wonderful things. Show her some appreciation, because that motivates us, yo, to do more when y'all show your appreciation for what we're doing. So, shouts out to y'all for hanging in through tonight. Like I said, get out Sweet Rain if you're interested, or if there's anything you missed, make sure you rewind the track. But unfortunately, it is like, yeah, we're like what, an hour and 12 minutes in. Girl, it flew.
it
But we
did.
have a great show tonight, and we definitely gonna do this again. So y'all, I know I got work to do. Girl, you got work to do.
Yes, I do. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming on the music shop. I appreciate you. Anytime. Thank you. All right, y'all. Well, from us to you, it's good night. God bless, and I hope you have a great night. And we'll see you next time on the music shop with Miss Music on 91.3 The Plug, HHQ, HHQ TV2, the music shop with Miss Music.
Yes,
That's right. And
let's
that's
go.
YouTube Live. Later, people. We'll see ya.
Later.
You are tuned into the music shop with Miss Music on 91.3 The Plug and HHQ TV2. That's right.